Good evening. It's Wednesday, the 11th of December, 2024. It's 6 p.m. here in the UK. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'm player of games. I'm not wearing my top because it's cold, and I haven't got player of games warm tops. Not yet. On the way. So, yeah, it's another cold day here in the UK. So, as always, though, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is competing in multiple series within Real Racing 3 Update 13. And this is part 18 of this mini series. So, there's already some hello in the chat. So, Ayaka Yokota says, hi, Mr. Guardian. How are you? Please call me Tony, and I am very well. Thank you very much. I hope you are okay as well. Welcome along. Thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting. Right. So it's going to be another long stream again. Quite a bit to go on. But I've had a little bit of a problem. I don't know exactly what's happened. But let me just share my screen and I'll share it with you guys. So in terms of the road collection, that's good to go this evening. 3 exclusive series ready to race in. So I will be doing that a bit later. But okay, so the time trial, I did do some racing off screen, and I have taken that into C, which is effectively where I thought I would be. So that's not bad. But something weird's happened with the online event. I've dropped to a current rating of 100 and my reward is free. I don't know why. I've never seen that before. I don't know if it's something to do with me saving to the cloud. I didn't technically do a restore. So I don't know what's happened there. So I might as well start with doing some online multiplayer races. I probably will need to do more than 3. Again, I don't know if it's a bug, but you see the next reward increase at 545 when my rating is at 100. So I've got to go 445 points before I get back to 4. But so I'm not sure what's happened there. But let's get on racing. Let's get on racing. No point in worrying too much about it. These things do tend to sort themselves out in the long run, just not immediately. Okay, this is all a bit weird, taking its time. I mean, it will probably struggle to find someone to match me with if my rating's that low. As I said, I'm not entirely sure what's gone on there. In fairness, I only noticed it just before the start of the stream, and I went, oh, that's a bit odd. It is taking its time. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Okay, something weird has happened to the online multiplayer. But let's not worry about it. Let's just race. So I'm not racing against another 7 opponents. I'm racing against 1. And they don't seem to be very good. Because they've already gone off track twice. And there we go. What is going on? And as per usual, the person that was losing had a hissy fit and left. It's like, well, what do you expect? You went off road twice. Although, to be fair, they're probably wondering why they're racing against a guy that's got a car that's so well upgraded. No idea. No idea. That wasn't the best use of a bonus, but I'm not too bothered today when it's only 30%. 26. Oh, this is going to take forever. This is going to take forever. So I'm up to 126. And I need to get back up to, I think I was almost at 600. So, but something weird is going on the online multiplayer side. I don't know if anyone else has had any issues with this today. Yeah, it's definitely taking its time. I wonder how many people I'll be racing against today in the second race. What's the betting? It's going to be 1. Oh no, it's 2. What is going on? What is going on? But here on the Fifth Guardian, because we're live, we show it live. You see my warts in terms of driving. You see the real Racing 3 warts in terms of the server. No idea what's going on. It does look, I think something's happened to a selection of files and they've had to do a restore or something. And it's reset me. I would imagine 100 is what you start at. So I'm now racing against people that also have a similar setting, and it's struggling to find people of a similar setting. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. Oh. Because I saw this and thought, I looked through the rest of the game, everything else seemed okay, so not sure what's happened. Oh, look, somebody's had a hissy fit and left. One person left in the race. There we go. I won that quite easily. No surprise, really. I think my rating is incorrect. I should be around about 600. So I'm going to do more than 2 today as a result. I don't know if it will get fixed and that will overwrite everything I've done today. No idea. I had a quick look online as well. Couldn't see anything. So, as I say, I'm not overly impressed. Okay, 46. I'm at 100. 172. A long way to go. But we'll get this out of the way first and do the fun stuff a little bit later on. I will do both sets of time trials. The hybrid 1 rally time trial, I had a lot of work still to do in that. I thought I'd got into D, but it looks like I'm in the E at the moment, but almost in D. So hopefully that will be, I'll be able to take it up to C, and then I get up to D, and then again I can work on C. Yeah. Look how long this is taking. This is ridiculous. I'm convinced they've got problems at their end. And I'm racing against one person again. Let's see what happens. And right, that person went off track straight away. Why? Okay, I think you should take a bet in the chat. Right, how quickly will this person leave the game? He's gone off again, so that's twice he's gone off. As I said, one. Oh no, I think he was the only person in the race. So, well, there he is. He's lasted almost one lap. I'm putting money on he leaves before I complete this lap. But if he stays in, I take my hat off to him, because that's what you should do. That's how you learn. If you're making mistakes, you have to carry on and improve. So if he stays in it, I take my hat off to that fella, because that's what you've got to do. If you're not having a good day, you carry on, you persevere, you work through it. Alexander Hikiforov in the YouTube chat says hello. Hello, Alexander. Welcome along. Thanks for joining. Good to see you in the chat again. And there we go. He did leave. So that's 3 races. I'll come out and see what points I'm at now, but it's something silly like 200. I don't know why. There we are, 24. Let's have a look. What are we at? 196. I have no idea what's happened there. Let's wait another half hour to do the racing again. Carlos Guerra says hello on the YouTube side and says, "Man, I was playing just now. Ha ha ha." Were you playing in the online game? Because it looks broke to me. It's lost all my points, and it's very slow. And then when it does play, I'm racing one other opponent. But we persevere with this stuff. Oh, look. Wow. Racing against 4 other opponents. That's awesome. A proper race at last. Sorry, 5 other opponents. It's almost a full field. There we go. Still in first, though. I am tempted, actually, to swap to the other car. Oh, look, somebody's already had a hissy fit and left. So Carlos said his internet disconnected him from Real Racing 3. Was it your internet, though, Carlos? Because I've got a sneaky feeling there's a problem on the Real Racing 3 servers. I think there's an issue. I mean, I said this yesterday, so I have no idea what's going on. I know my internet connection's good. Both ways as well, both for uploading and downloading. Obviously, this is more downloading of data. But for some reason, I'm not getting a full race, and I've had my score reset. Carlos has 734 points. Well done. That's good. For some reason, it's reset me back to 100. So now I'll be over 200, but I've got it all to do again. I've no idea why. I reckon they don't like my streams because I did the cheekiness with the drag race. They've got upset at that. Probably not. They've probably not even noticed me, to be fair. I don't know what's gone on. But it just means I get opportunity to do quite a few races. Anyway, good to see you again, Carlos. I hope everything's well. Okay, so hopefully a half decent score this time instead of the pathetic 24 points that I got last time. How many points have you given me? 86, a little bit better. Okay, so there were a total of 6 races. 86 points is okay. I'm winning by quite a lot, though, at this moment in time. So I suspect what's happened is, for whatever reason, it's reset my score, and I'm racing against people that have only one of the cars, and they have the slowest car, and it's probably not very well upgraded. So this is going to be slightly frustrating. But then again, it's good to show it. This is what happens when the first time you do your online multiplayer racing. You have a low score. You're matched against people also with low scores. And it's just a question of if you can go faster than them. Right. Carlos said it happened to him. That's right. Thank you very much for that, Carlos. That's what I was a bit worried about. Yeah. So as suspected, if it's happened to 2 of us and we're in completely different separate countries, it's got to be a real racing free problem. Now, it looks like Carlos is fully recovered, or partly recovered, back to his normal points tally. I've got a long way to go yet. Yeah, thanks for that. That eases my mind because I'm going, well, what have I done wrong? I don't understand. And obviously, I haven't done anything wrong. I bet a lot of people, though, that don't score that highly are really frustrated, though, because all of a sudden they're racing against cars that are a lot faster than them. They go, well, hang on a minute, how come I'm racing against these guys? Oh, it's because we've had all our points taken off us. I mean, I'm not even trying that hard, and I'm 200 yards ahead. I think what I'll do, because I'm getting a bit, not bored, but this bit is a bit boring as it's so easy, is I'll run the durability down on this car, and then I'll move on to another event, and then I'll come back to this a bit later. But obviously, the plan is to get this back up to at least 600 points. So there's quite a bit of work to be had. Carlos has said he'll join me back in when I reach 700. Carlos, that might not be today, mate, because I'm in the 200s at the moment. As I said, it reset me all the way back to 100. I've got no idea why. And all the people I'm racing against, they're all going off track. There we go. I mean, at least in fairness, everyone else that was racing in this game, none of them had a hissy fit and left. I think that's important. You've got to persevere and improve. And then you start scoring decent decent points in the multiplayer online. I scored 9 gold this last week. I've never scored 9 gold before. I was quite happy with that. I don't think I've scored 9 gold this week, but I'm going to have to do a lot of racing just to score 4. So the opponents are so slow, I'm still waiting for them to finish. Again, to some degree, that's why it's good to stream these games, because obviously a lot of the guys just do the events, but by doing it a daily stream and showing what you're doing, you pick up on these sorts of issues, and then you can obviously share it with other people that are racing like you, and all of a sudden you realise it's not you; it's happened to everybody. Yeah. Right. So look at that. That's interesting. So there were 5 cars in that race, and only positions 1 and 2 scored points. The car does now need servicing, so I'll put it into service, and I'll exit out. But here we go. This is what I mean. I'm nowhere near. I'm only at 333 points. It did reset me back to 100. I have, however, gained 233 points with this car. Now, I do have the Lamborghini available. I think I should race that next, because I still think that car is good enough to win at this current level. But I'll come back to that. So, the weekly time trial, I'm not going to do. I'm going to save the Porsche Taycan Turbo S for the exclusive series. But I'm quite happy already that I'm in Group C. So I'm in the top 5%, which I think is correct in terms of where I should be. I will, during the week, if I get the opportunity to do so, see if I can eat away and get closer and closer to Group B. Although 2.268 seconds is a lot of time to shave off, and I believe it's a short track as well. Yeah, it's the national circuit, isn't it? So that might be a bit difficult, but I'm not going to do that today. I may come back to it. I've got other priorities in terms of the ability to earn gold. Got a bit of feedback here. 1 second, let's have a look, see what's going on. Have I turned that up too loud? No, it's louder today as well. How weird. There we go. That's why. Let's try that. Let's see if that stops the feedback. Right. Okay. So I will do the WRC 2024 time trial competition. And as you see, I'm in F. Just in F. I thought I'd got to D, but God knows what's gone on. But okay, maybe I didn't. I do remember having lots of problem with this car. What is my time set to? What is my time set to? I'm sure I did it in like something like 2 minutes. 2 minutes 20. Okay. How weird. How bizarre. So a lot of improvement can be had here, I am sure. I don't think I did a single clean race without going off track. So Carlos has asked, can I create a Facebook account for the channel? I do have an X account for the Fifth Guardian. I have not even thought about creating a Facebook account. I take it you're talking about the invite options within the game. Let me think about that, because I'd rather have a bit of I'd rather be in a position of, rather than using Facebook, putting a little bit of pressure on Real Racing 3 and specifically Fire Monkeys to get X added to the social media side of Real Racing 3. I don't think I don't use Facebook, and I never have. And I think most people don't use Facebook anymore. And I do think X, or what used to be Twitter, is the way to go in terms of social media. So I'd want to be, and if you think about communication, Fire Monkeys and Real Racing 3 do it all over X. So why have they not added X as an opportunity to like have friends and invite people into races that way? So I'll have a think about it, but I'm just not a fan of Facebook. I'm not a fan of the owner. I'm not a fan of Facebook. So that's why I'm holding off doing anything like that. So Carlos says he's done 2:22. Okay, well, I mean, again, it doesn't look like I'm going any quicker. However, I haven't gone off track. So there might be an opportunity of improving. I have played it safe just to set a time. Yeah, I'm going to be a lot quicker. So even though I was slower than my shadow, that shadow had a penalty. So I've ended up going almost 4 seconds quicker. So 2 minutes 16. I mean, it's still not brilliant, and I know I've got at least another 2 seconds to improve on. But in terms of just setting a banker lap, which is what I've done this time at last, hopefully I've got into D quite easily. I've got into E. Man, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. Interesting. How far off am I from Group D? Yeah. I fully understand what you're saying, Carlos. Yeah. I'm just, it's Facebook, isn't it? It's like, yeah. I do get what you're saying. I might reach out to Real Racing 3 or Fire Monkeys, just ask them, hey, are you going to do anything with the teams area? And also, you're looking to add other social media. I might ask that question. I really don't want to set up a Facebook account. Wow, look at that. I've got to improve by 6 seconds to get into Group D. Ayeka says Toyota GR Yaris Rally is a little ugly, but performance is very good. Yeah, I do like these cars. I like all of the cars. Let me just have a look, because I do worry. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It is obviously the best car for me to use at this moment in time. But I always find the top speed in these cars quite interesting. They're not particularly high, but the acceleration's pretty good in it. Yeah. I just reckon if you got rid of all the McGucking, all the bits and pieces that are obviously for the rally, it'd be a lovely car to drive around. Your town, or you wouldn't take it on any long journey, but just as a quick, going to the shops or going into town, it'd be a nice little runabout. But yeah. Okay, so this is going to be. I've got to knock 6 seconds to get into D. Why am I doing so badly here? Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. Okay, so the PR is typically better than what I'm doing or what I've got, but okay. Well, let's give it another go. I have at least got into E, but my word, it's going to be hard work to get into D. Forget C. Radioactive Subs enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Radioactive Subs. Welcome along. Thanks for joining. Good to have you with us. Carlos says he doesn't have this car. Yeah, I figured you probably did, because this was a car that was won a long time ago. So yeah. Okay, so I am quicker. Oh no, I'm quicker than last time. So the key to now is eating away at that 6 seconds. Again, I'll just do it in stages. Keep getting better, keep improving, slowly but surely, knock the time off, and take each improvement as a win. But this car is hard work up hills. Right, I'm a second up already. Second and a half. There we go. Two seconds up, 2.5 seconds up. Three seconds up. Still got to find another 3 seconds though, so 3.5 seconds. Car is now struggling. Probably didn't need to brake there, but I was just making sure. Okay, there we go. 3.5 seconds. That's okay. I'm happy with that. That's some serious improvement there in one session. It's still not brilliant. I'm not brilliant there, but I do think I'm punching above my weight in terms of the PR of the car. But I'm just scratching my head why I'm so low down the current rankings. But I think one of the guys in the chat, I can't remember who it was talking about a lot of people play this specifically for motorsports. So maybe a lot of people are focused on upgrading the motorsports cars rather than the road collection cars. But there we go. So I'm 2.5 seconds away from getting into Group D. Ah, dear. Okay, let me just have a quick look in terms of where I stand. Yeah, so everybody else is oh, that's the best though, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, so there's still, I mean, obviously the guy at the top of Group E at the moment has a similar spec to me, but everybody else is a little bit higher. They are 59, 60, a 60, a 57, 59, 57. There's somebody on a similar spec. So I've got to be able to get down to 210, surely. But if I started at 220 and I've got that down to 213, that's pretty good. I've still got another time trial left. I'm going to leave it for the moment because I'm just going to leave that for the moment. I'm not feeling it, so I'll just put that there, and then I'll have another go a little bit later. So I was wondering if there would be any flash sales drop today, and there haven't been, which is good. So in terms of gold at the moment, I'm at 275, and there's an event on Friday which I should be able to complete without. Yeah, that is definitely a little bit louder than normal. I don't know why. Let's drop that down a little bit. It's only 15 gold, but I think I can earn an additional reward in terms of gold, and I've already got this car. So that obviously is an event that I'll look to do on Friday. So it does mean I should not have any requirement to spend any gold at all until the next set of discounted cars, which is going to be next Tuesday. So it's just a case now we're working in terms of getting as much gold as I can before next Tuesday. So going into the exclusive series, I'm at 43%. I'm at 33%. I've got the Chevrolet at 90%. I think I can take that up to 100 today. I've got the Porsche at 42%. I think I can take that above 50%. And the Nissan, I probably won't do anything big on it, but I should be able to just increase the percentages there. So what I'll do is I'll do the Chevrolet first, then I'll do the Nissan, and then I'll finish off with the Porsche, and then I'll go back and have another go at the time trials. So I've got head to head, speed record, head to head, and obviously the 2 time trials. So the 2 time trials, I just need to get round cleanly, so I can do those last. So it doesn't matter if my car needs servicing. But the head to head, I like my head to heads. It's Mount Panorama. That's one of the longer laps. Let's give it a go. Thank you, Carlos. You're a good man. Thank you very much. Whee! There we go. I'm in first. I'll tell you something else that's quite interesting. Now I've got the teams back up and running. Is obviously when you go into just any old series now, it tells you who's got a better time than you, and obviously that just keeps the interest going. So it's not just about becoming first; it's about beating your other team members. Competition is good, and competition helps improvement in the game. So I do like that part of the game as well. I just wish Real Racing 3 could do something a little bit better with the teams like they used to do. They used to have like on a weekly basis, right, today to earn points, you've got to do a certain type of event. I'd like to see them bring that back. Because again, it was an opportunity. If you've got a group, even if people aren't the best, but if you've got a group of people willing to do the races every day, you've got an opportunity of getting up the leaderboards and sharing the success. And it used to be gold if you were high enough up. And everyone knows what I think about gold in this game. It's the key to this game. So very close now to going up a fame level, and a fame level means more gold. So there we go. So M dollars is looking good. First race completed. Next, tier 18. I've got a speed record to do. I can't remember which track this is. I think I need to reverse. So I'm going to start way back from the starting line. Now, I might be wrong, but I thought I'd give it a go because hopefully the fastest part of the track is just after the start line before the first curve. But let's find out if that is indeed the case. And for this, I'm going to take brakes from low to off because I'm not bothered if I smash into the barrier at the end of this straight. But what's key is to try and get first. So there we go. After the start line, there you go. There you go. The strategy was spot on there. So I've got first. Just need to get around the rest of the track. Try not to damage the car too much. Don't need to worry now about setting a faster top speed. Enrico Deans puts in the YouTube chat, howdy Guardian. Hello. Hello, Enrico. Welcome along. Thank you for joining. Good to have you with us. Thanks for commenting in the chat. And there we go. So that's another first. So getting closer and closer to 100% and closer to going up a fame level. So it's looking good. Looking good. Okay, there we go. One more normal race to do before it's the 2 time trials to do. And it does look as if I'll have a fully serviced car for the 2 time trials. So as always, last event in terms of races, head to head. I like my head to heads. It is the Indy Motor Speedway, which I don't. Oh yeah, it's this right. This one I don't mind. I do like this one. This particular track I find has lots of opportunities for overtakes. So I do kind of like this track. I'll just stay right on his tail. We have got drafting. It's good to see. I'll get him on the first corner. As soon as he starts braking, there we go. Into the lead by over 30 yards. Now, 100% doesn't deliver a great deal of gold for this car, but it all counts and it all adds towards my percentage completion going up. And so all of it's important. Again, though, for me, this is another area where it's a little bit clunky because technically speaking, this car is classed as a motorsport car. So it's in the motorsport garage. But the exclusive series are all in the road collection. So it's a little bit, I think that's a little bit messy. It's not clean. It's almost like you need an exclusive series in both the road collection and an exclusive series in the motorsports collection. There we go. Gone up a fame level. 66 gold. Thank you very much. I shall take that. 341 gold in total now. That's a good position in terms of the gold that I need to spend. Well, I don't need to spend, that I want to spend on some upgrades next week. So Enrico, no problem at all that you missed the stream. It's always good though to see you back. So thank you for joining. And in terms of Carlos, sorry that you've not been sleeping. Yeah, it is important to get a good night's sleep. I always make sure I do. I'm up early. I typically get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I do go. I don't tend to go to bed late. So yeah, always try and get a good night's sleep is definitely what I try to do. Sometimes that's easier said than done, of course. Right, first time trial. I'm not really bothered about setting a fastest lap, but I will just get round it. Slowest part of the track. Oh, what was I doing? Well, there's no point carrying on. Oh, what was I thinking there? Not focusing very well. Let's try that again. Is it the full track? Come on, let's get this done. So I've put the heating on. I'm feeling a bit warm now. Better to be warm than cold, I feel. Especially on these cold winter nights. Oh, good. It's only the national circuit. Right, don't mess it up this time. There we go. Slowest part of the lap. Stay on track. There we go. There we go. Lord Night Moon, welcome along. Thanks for commenting in the chat. Uh, they've put just completed Bolide with all one upgrade. Well done. You've done better than me because I haven't done that. But then again, I did already have the car, but I didn't do it the first time round either. So, but yeah, well done. Well done indeed. All right, there we go. So, one more time trial to complete this series to 100% and get 14 gold, not to be sniffed out. And it's the Formula E Berlin circuit, which is a short lap. Oh, skid. Stay on track. There we go. Stay out the walls as well. There we go. So it's ironic that this series at 100% pays 14 gold, whereas the Porsche series hitting 50% pays 20 gold. But that's how it goes. There we go. Penultimate corner there. Just get round safely. Finish the lap without going off track or smashing into the sides, and that'll be a 100%. There we go. Good enough to win. Thank you very much. There we go. $46,000 earned today with this car. 4.3 million in total. I'll leave the car where it is. It doesn't need to be serviced. 100%, $40,000 added to my total score, and 14 gold. There we go. Another series down. So, questions. The question is, has the exclusive series gone up? I think it was already at 43%. So, answer that is no. Road collection, still at 74%. Okay, next exclusive series. How long have we been going? 57 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. So I'll do the Nissan first. And the reason why I'm doing the Nissan first is I haven't got any gold to... I'm not going to hit 75%, and therefore I'm not going to earn any gold on this particular car today. I will try to set it up so in tomorrow's stream, I'll hit 75%. So I'm actually going to focus on just doing the cup races today. So let's start with the Dubai Autodrome. Let's see how we get on. So, as always, I like to stay out of trouble. So, on this particular track, round the outside, it does end up being then the inside of the next corner, but then the outside again. So, I'll just stay out of trouble. Now, I probably do want to be further up the field than what I am at the moment. So, let me just see if I can start getting some places. There we go. Oops, a daisy. Took one car out. It's been a while since I've done that. Some might say it's been overdue. Okay, so I'm up into 10th. I'm not going to overtake there. I'll overtake around the outside again. Get this car on the inside. No, I won't. I feel like I'm not going to win this one. Up. There we go. Up into 8th, up into 7th. Let's see if I can get these two on this corner here. Up into 5th, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Still don't think I'm going to get first here. Um, let's see if I can get a podium though. Oh, no, maybe not. That's the first time I've seen that car lose grip. Just means I'm pushing just a little bit too hard. Now, that being said, fourth, third, and second are visibly close together, so I reckon I can still get a podium. I don't think I can win this race now. Good to see the chat talking amongst themselves. Always good to see. There we go. So that's going to be fourth. Lost it a bit there though. Shame. So I'm just out the podium positions at the moment. Don't lose it. There you go. There you go. Third. See if we can get second. No, we can't. So we'll have to settle for third. Not doing that again. I'll leave that as third and I'll move on to the next cup that's available. Don't worry, Yaki. The whole idea is everyone's not that good at challenges to begin with, but you will get better. It just takes practice. Or I think what the guys are saying as well is with the event being 5 days, take your time. Because again, one of the little annoyances of the events is, say for example, the challenge is to overtake an opponent. I think if you say for example you watched, I think it's stage 5, goal 5. The first time I did it, I think I had to overtake every single car and then lap every single car. And the first time I did it, I overtook every car, but I only lapped 8 of them. It might have even been 7. But what the game does, and I think it's an annoying feature, is it slows the opponents down the more times that you do it. So I think if you go to the live stream of that, effectively what I did is I did a play, was a start, pause, quit, start, pause, quit, and I did it so many times. And every time it brings up, like you see on screen there, what each person did, their times were getting slower and slower. So all of a sudden, the goal becomes easier to complete. So that's something to be aware of. Initially, you'll see a goal and it looks it's too hard to complete. But if you if it's a goal where you've got to overtake an opponent, if you do it over and over again, the opponent slows down and it becomes easier to complete that goal. So just bear that in mind. I do think the guys are offering very good advice, which is the event typically is at least 5 days, so don't necessarily rush the event. Definitely a good advice I think for people that are new to the game. Take your time. Maybe not take the full 5 days, but try and use at least 4 of the days to get used to how the game works and what the little little sneaky tricks are in the game. And as I said, one of them is if you struggle on a goal where you've got to be better than an opponent, lo and behold, the more times you do it, the opponent gets slower and it becomes easier to catch the opponent. Yep, you're very welcome, Ayaki. Always a pleasure. Carlos has put, Tony has, yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Carlos has put, Tony has already seen that some cars have special paint that are beautiful, but in the original paint, and if you click to remove the, is that decal, it changes to the original color. Yes, it does. Yep, yep. Enrico Deans has just put, just practice more with assist turned off. So what this is what I would suggest on that. So the thing about if you turn all the assists off and you're new to it, is more often than not you'll get frustrated and the game will become annoying. So my view on this is you build up. So what I tend to do is the first thing I would recommend is in terms of brake assist, change it from high to low. Master that. Then I would turn off the traction control. So traction control from on to off, master that, and then slowly but surely turn the assists off. Now I don't win with all the assists turned off, but my approach is I think it's too much for most drivers to turn all the assists off because you'll be off the road and everything. Master one improvement. Once you've mastered it, take an assist down, master it, take an assist down. That would be my approach. Now, if people are used to racing car games all the time, I get the idea that they can just turn it off and they'll be like brilliant from day one. But my approach is my recommendation, especially to new people to the game. Go into the assists, take one off, and I would say the brakes first. Do it from high to low, master that, then take off traction control from on to off, master that, and then slowly but surely take the other assists. Don't take them off, take them down one level at a time. It'll be a lot easier to master it. So it will mean you won't be setting the best laps, but I can, in terms of what I've got on at the moment, I can pretty much achieve all the events without having to skip. So you should be able to get there. It's not too hard to get there. Okay, so there we go. So I finished third there, but that's fine. So again, just so everybody knows where I am at this moment in time, because I'm not a zero assists guy at this moment in time. If I just go into the race, I'll just start the race and I'll pause it and I'll show you where I am at the moment. But where I am is enough typically to win the events. I don't have to skip any stages. So if I go to settings and I go to the assists. So steering assist for me at the moment is on high. I've not touched that. Traction control is off. Brake assists set to low. So depending on where you are, if you've got high, and on, I would first off do the brake assists, set that to low, do some racing with that, get used to it, master it, and then turn the traction control off. So the key about the brake assist being on low and the traction control being off is it will mean on a lap by lap basis you will be quicker, while you've still got a degree of assistance from the computer. So you'll never be the fastest, but you should be good enough at this level to beat most events, if not all the events. The other thing I do on the control side, again, to begin with, leave it on tilt A. It is a lot easier to begin with, but then once you've mastered those little assists being either turned off or turned down, move to tilt B, because that then just gives you more control. And you'll also see here I've got the steering sensitivity currently set to 0. So yeah, but you don't to win. You don't have to have all the assists off. It's important that you probably want to aim for that. But from day one, you don't have to have all the assists off to start achieving. Hopefully that makes sense. Uh, Ayako has put also. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. You put I also I need to learn to control my temper. Yes, please don't get angry. It's just a game. I mean, you see me when I'm doing it. I'll go but always remember it's a bit of fun, and always remember this is about improving. So if you know, it's like I've done on the time trials. I'm not in Group C yet, but slowly but surely, I'm improving every time I have a race. And that's how that's the mindset you've got to apply to this game. It's not getting to be the best overnight. It's being better in this game than what you were yesterday. That's how got to approach it. So yeah, there we go. enough talking there. Let me do some racing. Okay, so this is another short race. It's only 2 laps. So again, it's quite hard, I find, to overtake 21 opponents in 2 laps. It is at least the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. I'm assuming it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So at least the lap is quite long, but there's only 2 of them. But I'm already up to 9, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so in terms of this game, my goal is each time there is a new release, my intention is to turn off one of the not turn off, but move down one of the assists. So I think when version 13.1 comes out in January, I will turn the steering assist from high to low. I think that's going to be my next assist change. I think turning the brakes off to 0 will be my last assist assist change. But yeah, slowly but surely, I think is the key here. Well, obviously not on track, but you get what I mean in terms of improvements. Okay, so this is quite good. I'm on lap 2. I am in 4th, but I reckon there's a real good opportunity to get first here. 2nd and 1st are definitely in sight. I just got to be careful with my brake points and making sure I don't slide in the corners. Like there, for example, a little bit of a slide. Not to worry. I'm right on 2nd's tail though. I reckon I can get 2nd at this corner coming up. There we go. We'll need to brake, but I can then put the acceleration on. Maybe I'll catch 1st in this set of turns coming up. Here we go. Definitely catching. There we go. Okay, Enrico's put, I drive without assists. Yeah, that's good, but I am poor with race lines. Okay, there you go. There's an area of improvement. Again, I think what you can do here is probably look at the racing lines that the very good drivers take. So even though you can't keep up with them, you can see the racing line that they're taking, and then attempt to try and follow that racing line. So even though you won't be as quick as them, if you get the racing line correct, you should hopefully improve your own time. So there we go. So I got first there. That wasn't too bad. So 54%. Let's move on to tier 7. The Cup at tier 7 is the Suzuka circuit. It's another Grand Prix circuit, another 2-lap special. Now this one I think is quite hard. Lots of twists and turns in this track, so potential of a little bit of sliding and skidding for that matter. Now this time I think I'm going to go down the inside of the first corner. It's nice and easy. There we go. There we go. Just trying to stay out of trouble. Get these two. No, I'll get 2 of them at least. Could have got the white car as well. There we are. Did that time. Up into 10th. Up into 9th. Just pick them off one by one, staying out of trouble. As I said, these 2-lap specials are very hard to get first when there's another 21 cars on the track. Oh, there we go. There we go, up into 5th. 4 cars left to overtake. So it's just a case of, it's possible I could get first here. I am not 100% sure though. There we go, up into 3rd. That was all right, that was quite good. So I do think the win is on here. If I can get on the tail of 2nd, going through these turns and twists, there we go. There we go. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised by that. That was relatively straightforward to get to first. Okay, this corner can be quite hard. Got to brake a bit earlier so I don't go flying off. To be fair, this car, even though it's a bit slow, it's actually pretty good on the downforce, so it's quite hard to lose it. So it's a nice little car, which moves quite nicely onto the comment from Ayaka, which I'll read out in a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. Into first again. Quite happy with that. 100 yards ahead of 2nd. Another first. So Yako has put that Nissan 240Z is a popular car here, except it's called a Datsun 240Z. Okay. I sometimes see that Z around Los Angeles. Okay. Uh, I think Carlos is. I'll not read Carlos's comment out because I think that's for Enrico. Good advice, though. Good advice. What I find, what again, another bit of the game I like is the fact, like you like the speed snap. So even though you've got the racing line, quite often the speed snap you don't do as if it's a race. So quite often the finish line on the speed snap will be just after a corner. So you've almost got to be slow into the corner so you can accelerate fast out the corner, which can be quite different from what the normal racing line is. Now, unfortunately, the car does need servicing. I could attempt to race the car, but it is a slower car. So 2 miles per hour difference might not seem a lot in a supercar, but it's a considerable difference in some of the older, some of the slower cars. So I'm going to service the car there, and I've got 3 cups out of it, 2 firsts and a third. That's not too bad. Should be able to get that car or this series in a position whereby I can get to 75% tomorrow. It will only be 8 gold, but 8 gold is 8 gold. Okay, so there we go. So that's the Nissan 240Z done for today. That just leaves the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. So let's have a look at this. So I need to get this to 50%, for which I'll get 20 gold. So I'm just going to I'm going to actually focus on the elimination events, I think, because at 42%, if it's approximately 2% per race, that's 4 races. So I'm going to do the elimination events. Let's see how we get on. Oops. And that was a slow start. I might have just messed up there. I wasn't paying attention. But let's see what happens. Oh, so I just managed to do it, although I did smash into the other car. There we go. And I've forgotten that this is an electric car, or at least it sounds like an electric car. I am not a fan of electric cars. And I've also forgotten just how bad handling this car is. So maybe I won't get to 50% today. As I said, this is another really cool feature in Real Racing 3 that all the cars do handle differently, which is what you would expect any half-decent game to do. But this isn't looking good for me. Yeah, I just messed that up from the beginning. So I might just leave that there and go on to another elimination event because it does look like I'll probably get eliminated. But I'm not one for quitting. I'm always one for keep trying. So I'm not going to just quit this game. Oh, look at that. So close. Do you know what? I might actually do that again because I reckon I could have. Let me just have a look. Because it was my own fault. I got such a bad start there. Let's have a look. How much durability we got? Like, yeah, let's give it another go. Let's give it another go. Because we should have won that, really. Let's not mess up this time. Okay, well, at least I had a better start. I reckon I can be in second very quickly here. There we go. We've got a Porsche there trying to be one of the BMW racing cars. Just based on the colours. Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. So much better this time. $100 yards ahead. There we go. Safe, slow, but sure. Still ahead. 160 yards ahead. 4 cars left in the race. Just need to keep this up. $200 yards ahead. So it was here, just here where I went out previously. So already got so much further. I'm at least third. But I want to aim for first. 250 yards ahead. Just going to slow down a bit. Let them catch me up a bit. Slow into the corner, speed away. There we go. Wave to second place as he goes by me. Job done. So real potential to get into 375 by the end of today, which is a lot better than what I thought I'd be on. So quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. Still plenty of durability left. %. Let's move on to the next elimination event, Tier 8. Another one of the tracks that I'm not a big fan of, the Laguna Seca. Oops. Okay, well, at least I'm not in last place. Might do the inside here. Oh, no, probably shouldn't have done. So up into 5th. Oh, dear. 4th, but I'm struggling. There we go. Oh, struggling again. Oh, yeah, I'm putting the acceleration on way too early for this car. This car has got very little grip. Or should I say very little traction? And that's not just because I've turned it off. There you go. Let's get this. Let's get third on this corner. There you go. Oh no, let's give it back. There you go. Oh dear. Okay, so time is now against me. I'm in 4th. That's the last position, and I've got to get to 3rd. Come on. No, I ain't got it. One will have to graciously accept defeat on this particular race. Now, I am going to not do that one again. I shall leave it at 4th and come back to it another time. I have got the opportunity, though, still to do another elimination event. If I'm struggling in terms of durability, I will switch to doing some of the shorter races. But yeah, that was a bit rubbish. Not to worry. Next event, elimination, Red Bull Grand Prix circuit. Ayaka has put it's near where they live. That's interesting, but just a little bit too far being in California. I did visit California in May of this year. I did a big US road trip, and I was visiting theme parks in the US, and I did visit California for about 4 days. I didn't enjoy it, to be fair, but I went to 2 parks. I went to a park called Knott's Berry Farm, which I think is sort of close to just outside of Los Angeles. And I also went to Six Flags Magic Mountain. I do like my roller coasters as well as Real Racing 3. Now, I am winning this event, so I need to shut up and concentrate and carry on staying in first. Well, this is so much more a nicer track than Laguna Seca. There we go. I'm in first, and there are only now 2 cars left in the race. Now, I might need to switch, though, to some of the shorter races just to get it up to 50%. Unless I do the time trials, that's an option. There we go. A first. Yeah, so it's all about the track with this car. This car has very poor handling. One could argue so did most Porsches, but this definitely seems to be one of the worst. There you go. So there is a possibility of an elimination taking that durability into the red. So what percentage am I at? 46%. I'm going to risk it because I'm feeling bullish like that. Have we got another elimination event though? No, we don't. Okay, so might as well then start off doing the head-to-head at the beginning of the tiers, which is now tier 4. A short lap is this, so I shouldn't use up too much durability. Is it me, or does that crew icon graphic look different from previously? I've only just noticed it now, but I'm sure it didn't used to look like that. Anyway, I'm in the lead. It being a head-to-head, I like my head-to-heads. Seems to be the right track for this car to be going around. Being normally used for Formula E. There we go. It's I'm first. I'm 80 yards ahead. I'm driving half decent for once with this car. Although it must be almost impossible to go too fast around this particular circuit. There we go. Final corner into the final straight. First. Yaka puts nice, Mr. Tony. Thank you very much. You're always very polite. I do like that. Thank you. Right, there we go. So that's a first. I think this takes me up to 48%. I've still got some durability left. I am tempted to do a cup, but I just want to make sure. So I'm going to do another short race. It's another head-to-head, this time in Tier 7. The Suzuka circuit, it's just the East circuit. As always, it's a one-lap special. So if I get to 50%, I'll leave that car there for today, just because. Let's now look at this. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. I was a bit worried then that I wasn't going to get to first. It got me on the corner, but there we go. 40 yards ahead. Final corner. Just got to make sure I don't mess this up, and I have. Oh my word! How close is this? Oh dear. There you go. You see, that's how easy it is to mess up in this game. But I was a bit lucky there. Very lucky. That wasn't so nice. But I still got the victory. There we go. So have I hit 50%? Or is it 49%? There we go. 50%, 20 gold. I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to trying to get my multiplayer score back up to 600. Now, the Nissan is still being serviced, so I'll give the Lamborghini a go. Not really bothered what track it is. Let's see if the online gaming experience in Real Racing 3 is any better from earlier, because it was slow and incomplete. There we go. I think we've got a full set of racers. Oh. Okay. Somebody has left the race already. Oh dear. Now, in fairness, I normally say that's somebody having a hissy fit, but for it to be so early, it's got to be an issue with the server. Carlos did say that he kept getting chucked out, so maybe Real Racing 3 have problems with the multiplayer server at the moment. Anyway, I'm winning. I am ahead by over 200 yards. It's a 2-lap special. That's the end of lap 1. I think the key here, more than anything, is to make sure you don't go off track, because that can just kill your race. Now, that guy has definitely had a hissy fit. I'm not. Oh, they're all doing it. They're all terrible. Race to the end, guys. I had a race yesterday and I finished 6th. Technically, I finished last because 7 and 8 left. Now, obviously, it's easy to say when you're first, but you know, if you don't believe me, watch yesterday's stream. I finished 6th in one of these races. I still did it all the way to the end. Marcos Viniciusian. Sorry if I got that one wrong. Welcome along. I don't quite read what you're saying, but welcome along. Thanks for joining. I hope you're having a good evening or whatever time of the day it is where you are. Let's see how we're doing. Right. Okay. Right. So that was a win eventually. Once the server decided to verify, I got 105 there. Good. Let's exit. So each time I'll do a race, exit, see what the score is, go back in at 438. Right. Okay. Right. Let's go back in. Let's do another race. So you never know. I might actually start racing against people that have got cars at a similar spec to me. So it's another full race, another 8 drivers, including myself. That's good. Starting 6. It does look though that my car is still faster or has a higher PR than everybody else's. You see, this is the problem when Real Racing 3 mess up. I probably shouldn't, in fairness, be racing against these guys. I should be racing against comparable drivers. And as a result, somebody's had a hissy fit and left the race. All I say about this particular part of the game is just consider it free gold. That's you do a couple of races, you get some gold on a weekly basis. So again, I'm first. I'm 200 yards ahead. This is lap 2. I almost went off track there. Let's take it easy around the last set of corners. There we go. It's another first. So hopefully I'll get another 100 gold, 100 points. There we go. Marco Santos has entered the chat. Hello, Marco. Welcome along. He's asking, what is your profession? Well, by trade, I'm an IT engineer. That's what I've spent most of my life doing. Technically speaking, I'm not that right now. But yeah, I do need to start working again. Unfortunately. Because this doesn't pay the bills. There we go, 91 points. So I'll click continue. I'll click continue again. I'll exit. I think that takes me into 529. So I'm close enough to actually get back up to 4 gold, which apparently I should do at 545. So let's do another race. It probably will be a little bit harder. But let's see how we get on. Now, I reckon after this race, I will start to struggle to win. I'm right at the back. No, I'm not 6. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, I've got somebody with a glitchy car. I do find that quite off-putting when it starts moving around all over the place. But so there we go. You see, I'm now struggling to get into first. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Oh, and again, somebody's had a hissy fit. I'm actually down to third now. Wow. So I do need to improve on the second lap. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, there we go. No, still in third. Third should still be enough for me to go up to 4 gold. I really do want to be doing a lot better. There we go. Potentially got second. Potentially got second there. Chukwoo Udo Durim says, I'm playing the game. Welcome along. Thanks for commenting. And has put, I would like to play with you. TV Nova enters the chat as well. Welcome along. So, well, would you believe that? 40 points gained. That's not too bad. Let me just exit out. Back up to 4 gold. Next reward at 618. I will do another race here. So in terms of people wanting to, there's probably not a lot of racing with each other we can do, but what you can do is if you were in my team, you can see, like you can go into a time trial and you can see what everyone in your team has done. So technically, you know, you can race against my shadow. So if you want to join my team, I shall leave it open for the duration of the stream, which won't be too long now. But basically, my team name is called 100%. So if I change it, at the moment it's at private, there are spaces available. If I change it to public, and if you want to join, then if you go to the 123 icon and just do a search for 100%, that should enable you to find my team. So if you want to join and race against my shadow, then that will be a way that you can do it. There's currently 12 spaces. So I'll leave that open there and leave it up to you if you want to join or not. Right, now let me go back to the multiplayer. I'll do another race. I'm at 569. I've got 4 gold. I really want to get this up to 6 gold at the very least. I haven't got the best car available, but we'll give it another go, see how we get on. So Chukwoo has asked, how do I, can you add me into the team? So if you go into that area and do a search for 100%, you can request to join and you should join automatically. Okay, there we go. So I'm up into 4th. I mean, the good news is the other cars are definitely going to be slower than mine, so I should actually get first here. Although I am currently in 2nd. I am now in 1st. Okay, back into second, back into first. It's going to be a tight one, which is fine. That adds to the interest. So technically I'm doing better than what I did in the last race, but I do think that's just down to the players and the cars that they are currently using. So I'm now in second. There we go. Somebody with a similar car to me. Let's see if I can overtake them. But I'll take second. I'd like first. Can I get first? I can get first. Go on. There you go. Yes. Carlos says the group is growing. It is indeed. It's a shame it stops at 20, though. I might make a few notes here. I might send a request to Fire Monkeys. Wait half an hour for the server to verify the results. If I'm not first, I won't be happy. There you go, you see, second. I finished first. Everyone saw that, but for some reason it's marked me as second. 62 points I therefore got. Never mind. But I do think that has taken me to, if I exit out, I think that's taken me to, there we go, 5 gold. I'm going to leave it there because I want the other car to be back before I do the next race. Okay, so coming up to almost 2 hours, not quite, and I've pretty much done all the racing that I wanted to do today. So I'll just do a quick summary. So for some reason, the multiplayer points reset. So I started off at 100. I'm back up to 631. I was round about there. And I'm currently standing at 5 gold. I really want to push that up to at least 6. Last week I got as high as 9. Don't think I'll get as high as 9 this week, but we'll see how we get on in tomorrow's stream. Time trial, I'm in C. I'll not touch that today because I use the car in terms of the exclusive series. Oh, no. The 2024 World Rally Championship time trial competition. I've been able to knock, I think it's 7 seconds off my time today. Yeah, 7 seconds off my time. So I've moved into Group E, which is still quite low in terms of where I normally end up finishing. I'm 2.5 seconds away from getting into Group D. I'll have another go at that tomorrow. And finally, in terms of the exclusive series, obviously it's still at 74%, my road collection. Exclusive series is at 43%, but I have moved. Well, I've closed the Chevrolet series. That's now at 100%, so that's been completed. I've got 2 exclusive series still open. The Nissan 240Z, I've moved up to 56%, so I'm hoping I can get it over 75% in tomorrow's stream. And the same with the Porsche. I took it to 50% today, got a reward. Can I get it to 75% in tomorrow's stream? Chuck Wu says, I have joined. Very good. Thank you very much. So that ends the racing for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun. Lots of different cars to race today. Some successful, some not so. Um, so there will be a stream tomorrow. It will be a similar time. It will be at 6 p.m. on Thursday. So that's 6 p.m. UK time. I hope you'll be able to join me tomorrow. So all it remains for me to say is whatever is left of your day, I hope it's a very good one. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for commenting in the chat. I hope to see you tomorrow for the live stream at 6 p.m. UK time. But until then, thank you and goodbye.